I was talking with a guy who wants to start a wellness center, and I've been chatting with the guy for a little while. And, I see my whole place as a wellness center in some sense, a cultural design center for better ways of living in all kinds of ways. But he's talking about these really popular wellness centers with a spa and massage. And one topic that's come up in our conversations is about spirituality and woo-woo shit. And I look at a lot of those wellness centers and I'm like, I would never want to go there, because they seem like they're just bullshit. I don't want to hear about chakras and shit. I don't want somebody to push their God on me or their made up, religious system or human design or whatever stuff it is. And I'm not going to certainly pay for it. I mean, money you pay for much anyway, but I've always avoided that even when I had money. Even Vipassana meditation, I like the idea of a 10-day silence retreat, but it's not a silence retreat. You have to listen to some Buddhists tell you a bunch of shit about what they think. And it's like, I appreciate the concept of it very much. I think there's a great benefit to spending 10 days not talking. I have a different vision of, hermit huts and stuff like that. But my visions do not include being preached at or spiritual shit being shoved down your throat, which is just made up crap to control you. And so when I see pictures of these places and everybody's all pretty and, stand in circles holding hands and, it's all guided stuff and no pseudoscience. And so maybe there's a market for people like me if you made a wellness center that was based on rational thought. Now, you can still burn sage and you can still have yoga, you can still have dance and do all kinds of stuff, but we don't have to make it be all about bullshit. I could have aspects here of that. I talked about saunas, and that's a social experience, or it could be quiet saunas as well. It could be different hours of the day where you do things differently. But for me, health, comes from real connection, not fake connection. I don't want fake intimacy with people, where people have a temporary intimate experience with other people for a week, but they're really building nothing long lasting. I don't know. I don't want to be really critical of everything that's out there, but so much of it seems to be a control system. Anytime your spiritual leader is just trying to manipulate you into having sex or something, that's pretty questionable. I'm not anti-sex at all, but I'm against manipulation of people. And so, I'd rather have a wellness center that talks about radical honesty, nonviolent communication, which can get a little bit woo-woo too, but not very bad. But one that, goes with Charvaka, a term you should learn, Charvaka, Charvaka. That's basically, it's Indian materialism, not materialism like consumerism, philosophical materialism, meaning you believe that the world is this shit right here. The world is what it appears to be, with some science stuff, because science has good magic, and there is probably a lot of stuff we can't see that does exist. Like, I think we can believe in electricity pretty easily. Quantum mechanics, I think is great, but I have no reason to think it has any importance for me. So I think I'll talk with that guy a little bit more about his vision for a wellness center. Because what is wellness? Like, I don't know. Some people do need to escape the city and relax, and they should have a very relaxing time away from noises. Certainly, I hate noises in any case. And maybe they need the luxury experience. But I think a real wellness center would have things about, okay, well, what are you going to do in this messed up world? How are you going to feed yourself in a healthy way when the entire society is trying to feed you total crap? How are you going to find freedom in an unfree society and not get yourself put in jail or killed for it? I guess I have a little bit different version of what wellness means.